Hey guys, so I have these crazy contact lenses in, which I'll leave down below for you, and I know it's a bit of a random Halloween look, but I don't think I've seen it be done before, so I wanted to give it a go. Anyway, I'm starting off with my brows. I'm taking my Eylure brow cake in the shade Thunder and just filling in any sparse areas and getting the shape in with that powder and an angled brush. Then going in with my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW20, I believe, so it's one of the lightest shades from the palette. I'm going super light and bright to carve out my brows. Yes, this shade is way too light for me, but I will be lightening my whole face with my Eylure Skin-Based Foundation in the shade 8 and 01, 01 being the white one. So I used majority of the white one and then a little bit of shade 8, and I mixed the two together, and I'm just stippling this all over my skin to create a full coverage, very pale base to wipe out my warm skin tone. Then I'm going in with NW20 MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is just going underneath the eyes to get rid of any like dark circles or anything like that, and it's also going over the eyes as a base for our eyeshadows. And as you can see, it just blends really nicely into the white foundation, and then I'm just patting a bit of that extra white foundation over the top of it just to make sure everything is all kind of the same colour. And then I'm setting my face with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm just pressing on the powder with my beauty blender and then just powdering the rest of my face to make sure that the foundation doesn't go patchy or anything like that and it stays put. Then I'm taking this red eyeshadow by Eylure, and I will leave the name of it down below for you, but you don't have to be too neat with this whatsoever. This is just going through the crease, a bit above it, and it's also going along our lower lash line. And yeah, the bigger and blown out, the better for this look. Then I've got my BH Cosmetics matte eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking this red eyeshadow just kind of to make it a bit more red than a little bit pinky. Like the Eylure one is red, but when I blended it out, as you can see, it looks a little bit pink. So yeah, I used this BH Cosmetics one over the top of that and it worked perfectly. So as you can see, this is just going through the crease again and above it and then on the lower lash line. So I'm just taking it over the top of that. And like I said, bigger, blown out, and also messy is fine. Then I've got Makeup Bitten, which is like a really nice deep reddy cranberry shade, and this is just going through the crease on a more of a tapered blending brush, so I can be a bit more precise with it. And we just want to deepen up the crease with this, and again on the lower lash line. Going back to my BH Cosmetics palette, I'm taking a white eyeshadow, and this is just going over my lid just to brighten that up, and so you can see a contrast between the lid and then the crease. Then I'm taking this like kind of grey brown shade. It's like a cool brown tone from the same BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just contouring my nose with this and also like deepening up the eye sockets to make myself look tired and worn, and then also just taking this along like my nose, the sides of my nose to get that messy dirty look. And then I'm also contouring my cheekbones with this same powder on a tapered blending brush, and then kind of just dragging it down the face to make myself look a little bit more scary and gaunt. And then also just contouring the temples of my forehead to kind of slim it out and bring everything in and all sucked in and like I'm lifeless, and then just redefining that shape with more of a defined contour brush. Then I am just going to add some black into that, just a really small amount of black mixed in with that cool brown tone, just to deepen things up even further, and I think it works really well. So yeah, just deepening up and making myself look really messy and nasty, and then I have also just contoured my jawline with this. Then I am applying a really thin liner along my lashes just to define them a little bit, and this is my NYX Liquid Matte Liner, and as you can see, super thin, just to add some depth to the eyes. And then I'm using my Maybelline the Colossal Spider Effect Mascara, and I'm just kind of like pushing this against the lashes and then kind of combing it through. I want them to be quite clumpy a little bit and spidery, so this was perfect. And then I'm using my Eylure lashes from the Enchanted collection, and I'm applying this and then going over it with mascara to kind of clump it out a little bit. I'll leave the name of the lashes down below. And then I'm taking my Nye colour wheel, I think it's a special effects colour wheel, and I'm taking the burgundy and red shade on like a really thin angled brush, and as you can see I'm just like sketching out lines just really lightly with a light hand, just kind of creating random lines almost like veins, and then taking them kind of in different directions, as you can see, and then making them a little bit longer in the center and shorter on the inner corners, and then deepening it up along my lower lash line, as you can see. I also wanted to take that just underneath my nose a little bit, just to make it look even more nasty. Then I've got my Huda Beauty lip contour in the shade Vixen, and this is a really lovely deep burgundy shade, and I am just lining my lips with this lip liner first, so just going all the way around them. And then for lipstick, I've got a classic bridal lipstick, and this is Ruby Woo by MAC, and super matte and just the most perfect red, and I'm blending this into the lip liner along my lips, and it just looks so amazing. And then going in with some Congealed Blood, and hold on, I have accessorized. I'm taking the Congealed Blood along my lower lash line just to add some more effect, and then kind of just like patting it over the top of all those veins just to make it look a little bit more gory. But this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, comment down below, subscribe, follow me on Insta, Twitter, Snap, everything else, and happy Halloween!